good, crypto? I'm your host, Marvin, here to bring you a daily scoop of what's going on in crypto. Today, we have some really exciting stuff, as yesterday we saw Bitcoin get rejected off the $50,000 mark and quickly retested the $48,600 mark, solidifying it as a retest and breaking back into the $50,000 mark. We smashed through our previous resistance of $50,500, currently sitting at $50,700. But what do we need to see from Bitcoin to consider this a solid breakthrough, solidify it, and smash through the next levels at 51,000 and then setting the skies open for the next movement? Well, we're going to talk about that in today's video, and we're also going to talk about Ethereum and my price predictions for Ethereum this bull run, as we see Ethereum overnight just smash through the $3,800 mark, inching closer to $4,000, which is insane. But what does the future of Ethereum look like? What does it look like for the rest of this bull run? Well, let's talk about it in today's video. I think you guys are going to love what I have to say about Ethereum and my price predictions, just for you to have an idea of what to expect and where to consider taking profits and start taking some off the table. But we're going to cover a lot today. There's a lot to unpack. And remember that Monday through Friday, we come here to educate ourselves when it comes to investing in crypto to make life-changing wealth. None of this is financial advice, as I'm not a financial advisor. So make sure to do your own due diligence and to do your research. Share this podcast with a friend, neighbor, turtle, dog, cat, whatever. And make sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you're watching the visual version of this on YouTube. And also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Media by Marvin. I'd love to connect with you guys and just let me know that you guys are tuning into the show. But let's talk about the market. This is crazy. So right now we're sitting at 2.9 trillion. We're almost at $2.3 trillion. I think that the all-time high when we were at the peak of this bull run this year was about 2.5 trillion. So we are not that far away. We are very close to previous all-time highs for the crypto market cap. If Bitcoin gets up to $60,000, yeah, we're gonna smash through 2.5 trillion. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of this bull cycle, we're probably double where we're at 5 trillion, if not pushing that. Just taking a look at what's currently happening in the market, we see Ethereum getting closer to $4,000. Amazing to see that. A lot of positivity. We see that Cardano is just at $3. It actually hit an all-time high yesterday. I want to say it was about $3.15. Let's take a look. Actually, it was about $3.10, give or take a couple of cents, but Cardano not that far off, about a percentage off from its all-time high. Binance Coin lagging behind a little bit, just a little bit, but just closer, inching closer to $500. XRP at $1.28. Solana hit an all-time high yesterday at $147, I believe. Yep, just about $147. So not too far off. If you've been able to ride the Solana train, good for you. I'm taking profits as needed, but man, Solana is making me a very happy man. Dogecoin at 30 cents. Again, this has been underperforming in my opinion, especially in the top 10. I was expecting Dogecoin, if Bitcoin is at 50,000, I was hoping to see Dogecoin to be at least 45 cents, about 60 to 70% from its all-time high, but it's lagging behind a lot. And if we continue to go down, Polkadot at $33, Uniswap at $29, Chainlink at $31, seeing some nice moves. I have Chainlink. I love Chainlink. It is the best oracle. It's the most popular one. I think these two have a lot of room to run and grow. I mean, if we're able to get up to Binance Coin, that's about a 6-7x from where they are. So I think both Uniswap and Chainlink could probably be between $120 and $180 by the end of this bull run. My just quick analysis. VeChain inching closer to 15 cents. And let's just quickly look over the 24 hours top winners. Near Protocol, Solana, of course. Revain has been killing it. Audius just mentioned that they're doing NFTs on Solana, so some really good stuff. Avalanche has just been non-stop. And we have a lot of green in the market. And let's see if there's any losers. Cello, Uniswap is down, unfortunately. AMP had a little bit of a run up, but it also isn't that far off. It's just about breaking even. Over the month, you can see that's actually down 7%. So really unfortunate to see AMP down on the month. But overall, a lot of goodness in the market. If you have money in the right coins, then you're probably really happy. Just quickly looking at the crypto fear and greed index, not a lot has changed. We're still at 74 in the greed. So as we can see that the market is responding pretty well to the current price action. Taking a look at Bitcoin, let's talk about what we need to see from Bitcoin to really solidify this movement. As we can see, we have this huge candle going upwards. I mentioned before we had this level of resistance here at about 50, closer to actually the $49,000 mark, 49,300. But we can see that if we remove the wicks, or just take a look at the wicks, we wicked up. So we closed around 49,300. So we have been unable to close at 50,000. But a major point of resistance has been around 50,500. We can see that on the wick of here on August 23rd, and recently September 2nd, or August 23rd and September 2nd, we got up to 50,500, looked up there, but haven't been able to close it. So the fact that we are over this level of resistance and, you know, engulfing it, like we're closing in on it. We're about to push closer to 51,000. If we're able to close over 51,000, that will be huge for Bitcoin. And just looking at the hourly, I saw this yesterday. I went to watch Shang-Chi, amazing movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. But we can see here, we developed this inverse head and shoulders. We can see the head right here, shoulder, which is very bullish. It's a very bullish setup on the hourly for Bitcoin. It's clear that the bulls were trying to really push down from this $50,500 mark, was unable to hold it, and the bears pushed down, retesting this $48,500 region, unable to push down below 48,000, and continuing to move forward. The bears are getting exhausted. The bears can only sell for so long until the bulls really bust through it, and it's clear that the bears are getting exhausted, and the bulls have taken the last couple of days to really just hang out and consolidate. To consolidate under resistance is very good. It's not like we dipped all the way down to $42,000 or $43,000, which a lot of people were calling for. And I mentioned on my channel that you should be prepared in case if it does. But if it doesn't, to take advantage of the dips, because they are opportunities. We are running out of time to buy under $50,000, and we may be out of time. I'm not saying that it's impossible for us to ever get back to 50,000, because I'm sure there will be a point where Bitcoin tops out, and we probably, our new base will be 40 to 50,000 instead of 29,000. But I've been talking on my channel. I bought at 46,000, 47,000. I've been buying 48,000 as well, because in my opinion, I do not see us getting down to 42 or 43. I said to make, well, none of this is financial advice, but I mentioned that I had placed orders at 42 and 43, but I was not expecting it to go down there because I just didn't see it. Bitcoin has been staying above $46,000. It's clear over the last week, like, hindsight is 2020, but you can look back. We wicked down to 46, 46, 46, and Bitcoin was not letting up 46 on 3, 4, 5 touch points almost above $46,000, and I just didn't see it. I mean, Bitcoin can do whatever Bitcoin wants, but in my opinion, I just didn't see it. So I bought at 46,000. I was like, okay, this is looking good, because the bears aren't able to push below that, and the bulls are solidifying their position. So what I want to see now is Bitcoin to close over 50,000. If we're able to close over 51,000, I think that's gonna change the entire sentiment of the market. A lot of people who have been on the sidelines waiting to buy Bitcoin. Again, I said this, I believe, in yesterday or the day before's video. People are either willing to buy at 42 and 43,000, develop big positions, and then we blast off, or we change the conviction of the bears, or the people on the sideline, solidify as $51,000, and then people are going to buy in there, which is unfortunate because they have to buy a higher price. But this builds on the narrative of we are in a bull cycle. We are still in a bull cycle, excuse me, and that we're going to continue to go higher. So it's weird, the psychology of this. People want to either buy cheap and then we spring off, or they just want to make sure that, hey, we are in fact in a bull market and we're going to continue to go upwards. And if we're able to close over 51,000 today, I think this is going to be very, very bullish. And if we look at the week, we see that we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles in a row. Last week we had one red candle, and we can see that, you know, the bulls and the bears were kind of in this stalemate, and then we continue to go higher. But if we actually look back between November and December, right before the major push between 10,000 and 60,000, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles, excuse me, a red candle, very similar to the one that we had. And then we continued this mega move from 18,000 all the way up to 42,000. Then we had a small retracement, and then we blasted off up into the $50,000 region. Are we going to see that again? I think so. And I think we're going to probably close today unless some bearish news comes out. I don't see Bitcoin not closing under $50,000 today. I just think that the bears are exhausted, and now it's time for the bulls to really jump in and just pump this price up. And I think if we get over 51,000, we may just jump straight to 52,000. And then in terms of next levels of resistance, I'm going to be looking at $56,000. I think that's going to be a point where we get up there, we stall out, we probably retest 52,000, 53,000, develop new support as we should, and then we go back up to new all-time highs. And the reason I say 56,000 is because that's where we closed a lot of our wicks during the months of March up until May. We can see that on the weekly, we just closed around that area a lot. There's a lot of price action. And again, what I use to kind of determine my idea of resistance is just taking a look at previous points of resistance and just contention and places that we close, and 56,000 is where I have my eyes on next, in my opinion. Now, Ethereum. Really want to talk about Ethereum, and then we're just going to talk about some news quickly at the end. I hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, share it on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff if you're listening to the audio version. Ethereum. Wow. 3,963. I'm not good at numbers, as you can tell. But if we take a look on the weekly, man, oh man, this is ridiculous. We can see that we have this giant U-shaped recovery and the neckline of 39,000. We are currently breaking through that right now as we speak. The neckline's at 39,018. If Ethereum can break through this, I think we're going to start going to 4,000, and then sky's the limit. We're talking about some price discovery. What can we expect from Ethereum? I think that by the end of this bull run, Ethereum will be at least $8,000 from here. I think it can 2x minimum up to $12,000, which is insane for Ethereum. I think Ethereum from here could probably go between $8,000 to $12,000. Why do I say that? First off, the hotness of DeFi right now is insane. NFTs are insane. Institutions are loading up not only on Bitcoin but also Ethereum. Ethereum is the hotness right now. It's more affordable than Bitcoin. I know it's near $4,000 isn't cheap for the average person by any means, but when we're talking about institutional investments, $4,000 is nothing to institutions to buy in Ethereum. I know that there's a lot of competition between Ethereum, Cardano, and Solana, but Ethereum has the first mover's advantage in my opinion, and everybody is using Ethereum to buy their NFTs right now. When they're buying the Bored Ape Yacht Club, the Mutant Ape Yacht Club, or Mooncats or whatever, there's so many NFTs. People are buying and using Ethereum on all these exchanges or NFT marketplaces like OpenSea too. With that being said, Ethereum has also become way more scarce. It's not deflationary, but it's less inflationary, I guess. And with that being said, since it's more of a scarce asset than it was before, I think Ethereum is going to probably continue to rocket up until $8,000 to $12,000. I'm going to be probably taking profits at 7, 8, 9, and all the way to whenever the end of the bull market is. But I'm using Bitcoin as kind of my rule of thumb of where we are in the bull market, because I think Bitcoin is probably going to hit between, if it can 2x from here, which is $100,000, I think Ethereum could 3x. At least 2x minimum. If Bitcoin can 2x, then Ethereum can 2x. But I think since it's a smaller coin compared to Bitcoin, I think we could see Ethereum hitting maybe 2 to 3x, 2.5x, so maybe $10,000. With that being said, that would put the market cap from here, a 2x would put the market cap of Ethereum up until $900 billion. That would give it roughly the same market cap of where Bitcoin is right now. Bitcoin would 2x from here, which would put it at 2 trillion. Ethereum would be at almost $1 trillion. And if Bitcoin can 2x, 3x, that means that the rest of the market could probably do double, triple. I mean, if Ethereum can 2x from here, 2.5x at $1 trillion market cap, to say that Cardano can't get to a $300 billion market cap and 3x from here and put it at a $9 Cardano, I think is silly. I think if Ethereum can 2x, Cardano could 3x, Binance Coin could probably 3x, XRP could probably 4x, Solana could probably from here 3 or 4x and put it at a $100 billion cap, giving us nearly a $400 Solana, which is insane to think about, because I thought Solana could only get to $150 to $200, but clearly I'm wrong. I think that any expectations that we have are going to be blown out of here. But with that being said, I think Ethereum, for the sake and purposes of this video, I think we're going to see an $8,000 Ethereum minimum up to $12,000. And I've heard some crazier things. I've heard a $20,000 Ethereum. If that's the case, I'm not going to complain about a $20,000 Ethereum. And honestly, you know, if Bitcoin gets to $100,000 and $150,000, if it can 3x, Ethereum could probably 4 or 5x, which is crazy to think about. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, what you think the Ethereum price will be by the end of this bull cycle. I think $8,000 to $12,000 is very reasonable, which is crazy to think it's 2x from here. But I think with all the major announcements of, you know, institutional buy-in that we may be getting over the next couple of months, and from what I hear, the fourth quarter of the year for, you know, the bull cycle is usually the most explosive. So we're probably going to be in for quite a treat, and Bitcoin is nearing $51,000, which is beautiful to see. And some last piece of just hopium, I'm sure a lot of you've heard this. Fidelity is saying that one Bitcoin may be $1 billion by 2038, 17 years from now. That means if you own one Bitcoin, geez, that is insane. $1 billion. If you own a third of a Bitcoin or half of a Bitcoin, you have $500 million. But this is according to Jurien Timmer. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Director of Global Macro at Fidelity. Timmer backed up his assertion with a 4-hour Bitcoin to USD chart that combined the stock to flow model with his demand model. In Timmer's words, Metcalfe's law holds that as the number of its users grow linearly, a network's value, or by interface, the Bitcoin price grows geometrically. Do I think $1 billion Bitcoin could happen? Jeez. I think this is crazy. I believe that Bitcoin could hit $1 million, maybe by 2038, maybe even by the end of 2030, or by the end of 2020s. So like in 10 years from now, maybe Bitcoin will be at $500,000 to $750,000. But if Bitcoin is $1 billion by 2038, I would be so happy. I would be insanely wealthy. But is this possible? Can this really happen? I don't think so. I think $1 billion is just like way too out of here. Like for Bitcoin to get to $1 million right now, let's do some simple math. If it's at $50,000 right now, the market cap of Bitcoin would be what? This would be 2 trillion. 2 trillion. I think 220 trillion. Hold on. Let's do some simple math. Clearly 950. A lot. I can't do that math. It would just put the evaluation of Bitcoin to an insane number that I can't even wrap my head around to get to a million. I think it would be $200 trillion to $20 trillion. For it to get to a billion, it would be way more than that. It would be 100 that. So do I think this evaluation is a little bit ludicrous? Yes. Does this give me a lot of hopium? Yes. I think that this is just telling us that we need to be, the bullishness of where we are, I think is so temper and so chill and so relaxed compared to like the actual excitement of what's really going on. I think some people, including myself, aren't bullish enough. Like, I am very bullish on Bitcoin. I think I'm super bullish on Bitcoin, but clearly some people are even more bullish. So should we be more bullish? Should we be even more excited? Possibly. But I think it's always good to set low expectations and have them blown out of the water rather than expectations never been met. But let me know what you think in the comments below, what you think the price prediction for Bitcoin will be by the end of this bull cycle. Let's just do that. I think 120K is fair. If it goes to 200K, I'll be stoked. A lot of people are calling for 200K Bitcoin. If that is the case, then I'll be very happy. But I'll be happy with 100K Bitcoin, period. I'll be happy when Bitcoin just gets past 51,000. Let's just start there and go from there. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Share the podcast. And I will see you guys on Monday. And if Bitcoin decides to do anything crazy over the weekend, maybe I'll make a video. But you know what? I've been trying to enjoy the weekend and just chill out. But I think that we are in for a treat this month. Peace out, everyone.